shoe. I'm your host, Huestens. With me, we have Raw Kicks and Kickz. They are Creme. Phil Belichick. Right here with the shoe kings of Houston. And Queen. Our city is so big when it comes down to the shoe statements and the shoe hustle. Her style, as well as our associates, their style is a little different. She put me on you. So we do shows, venues, we got clientele brands that's a little different. And then also, the way you move around in terms of what you do in and off season, see, that's a whole approach. Right? So the thing about qualified is that what it is about me is that I'm not qualified to talk about sneaker sales. You are. I'm a customer. Okay. I mean, you yourself is the businessman behind it. So I want to keep the brand new with, get some introduction to you, understand how you came into the game, things like that. Okay. I got my first in just kind of stay with retail. This is what we were doing all these raffles, you know what I'm saying? Like going to Willowbrook, going to Galleria, and Northside, and First Column, you know what I'm saying? Looking for all that, you know what I'm saying? As a sales associate, 21 years old, you walk out the place and get a cocktail, you know what I'm saying? Something else, I mean, it's really decisions. You know what I'm saying?
I was working at the Foot Locker in KU. How when? Back in 2000. So yeah, so I was working at KU back like 07, 08. And one time, I was at Northside. That's wild. What I thought was interesting, because I never knew that about you either. Fashion, yeah, streetwear, right. Y'all are at essentially the forefront of culture when it comes into what Houston's really becoming, because we really didn't have an identity as far as like when you think about sneakerheads, we didn't have it. Now we do, right? Like we're one of the largest places because we have all these conventions that actually can come out here and actually see revenue. Right. So you've been in business for 5 years. But that's cool, man. I always respect it. See, when it comes down to stuff like this, for me, just a consumer, right? I would always try to buy retail first, and resale take it, right? There's such this big variance in terms of who's going to charge what. Right. So I'm looking at yours, right? For example, we took some of this, took some pictures of it first. So Travis Scott's, right? #1, super hard to get, right? The British Khakis. Super hard to get. But right now, what's the going price on Travis Scott?
As of right now, that amount? Yeah. Maybe right at like 600.
Okay, so 400% markup on the video. That's me. I'm a numbers kid. Right. I'm really stuck on the business side of it because really, and I can't be a reseller. But if I was, that would be the lick. Like that's the one. Like we're gonna go in and buy that as much as possible at retail. Know that we can triple, double, quadruple. Right. Depending on what it is. I understand the resale game. Can you school us on marketing in a convention setting? Like you do SneakerCon. Right. You set up at SneakerCon, right? What is the benefit of setting up at SneakerCon?
You set up at SneakerCon. For one, SneakerCon, they go not just only to the 50 states that are here in the U.S. These dudes travel out the country. They go to China. They go to France. Like, they everywhere. So it's like, when you're at those shows, you're not only meeting the locals that are in that city, but you're meeting people from all around the world that come to this show here. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, they just did the show out there in the Bay. I just did it. It was super bad. Like I said, the one out there in Dallas we just did in May. That one was a super pack show. And like I said, when you do these shows, like I said, you're able to network. But like not only, like I said, promoters that are in that city, but other resellers that have that same love and passion for what you do. And y'all all put in the same room and y'all all able to network. You got some people that got them low prices because they in certain cities and certain areas, they're always doing it, like in Dallas. They're always doing shit in Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Dallas paying them 3.5 hours on the road for us. So they're a big sneaker culture out there due to the fact that they have the Nike store out there. So it's like when you go to different cities and you traveling and you sitting up at these shows, like I said, you meet different people from all around the world that have the same passion as you. And like I said, you may be able to meet your bulk buyer and that they can get you something from the low, you know what I'm saying? Because of the fact that depending on what region they're in, they may touch a certain amount of, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, and that's definitely a benefit for sure.
I mean, honestly, just in terms of visibility, that's the network. I think that's the top benefit. See, again, this is what Qualified is all about. It ain't me.
Right.
I understand business. You start telling me numbers, I start calculating that like Russell Crowe. Right? But when it comes down to the why, right? Like if you're gonna make a move to say, okay, we're reselling, but then at the same time, where can I maximize my capability? And then also, where can I max out my product?
Right.
You took your show on the road, just in terms of networking,
right,
and actually found better connects across the country.
We all notarized, obviously, as a sneaker community.
Yeah.
But I feel like as far as just being on that scale, like with sneaker come, it's like when they come down here, they'll do a one-day show down here.
Yep.
And like I said, I asked, pulled one of the guys to the side, one of the big guys, and I was like, is there a reason why, like, when y'all go to other states and other cities, besides bookings that other people might have at the convention that you guys may be doing, is there a reason why that sometimes that there only may be one show instead of two? And I'm saying sometimes sneaker culture isn't as big as it may be in another city, which is why we only do one show,
Sure.
So that Dallas show that we just did back in past May, shout out whole team here, whole team Snow True Lace, Martin Norris, Keep Dreams, Soul God, Peyton. Man, that show was kick ass. Both days was right.
So that's what I was telling my son about. Like y'all kind of do y'all thing as a group. Y'all all have your own individual companies, but y'all kind of set up and do it as a group. Y'all kind of meet up, and then it's like once you see more, you go see more. For sure. Yeah. So especially like when I see y'all in line, I try to stay low key on like be seen and everybody know me.
Yeah.
But I do because I follow all y'all on Instagram, so I do recognize all y'all. So we call y'all group
Kick Fiends, Touchers. I mean, Breezy's at the end because they sleeping on us. So.
And that's why I say it's not just here. It'd be like I see them posting again. Dallas, in Austin, like they be all over it. It's not just one or two of all the team.
Yeah.
Recognize it.
Well, I was saying like you see when you see all. Exactly.
Actually, that was really interesting though that you brought that up in terms of the benefit, because I really didn't know what to expect. Questions that all day when I was thinking about interviewing you. But on the other side of it though, in our marketplace with Houston, I always think the Jordans and Yeezys sell the most, right? Is that really the case, or is there like some outliers that look like they might be coming up now, just based on the wave?
Well, I mean, obviously with Jordan, clearly, he all of the titles that he won were in Chicago, and for Kanye to have to shoot to as well, him being from Chicago, you know what I'm saying? It's like it kind of already puts them at a scale to already kind of compete with one another. But, but when you look at it like as far as with the consumer like us that's buying it, of course with Kanye, he's coming back tonight, by the way. When of course he's with Adidas, of course that's a whole other entity. You know what I'm saying? Like with his shoes, like now, with the shoes that he's making, they're more lifestyle shoes. You know what I'm saying? Like they're more casual, something for you to go on real quick, t-shirt and some shorts. It's real, like all these shoes that he's making, like they're real comfortable shoes, like I said, even with the Easy 500, that's like an ortho-like sole, that's like you know what I'm saying? Even like with Jordan, of course, obviously Jordan, his shoes known publicized as a basketball shoe, but for us as a consumer, for us to be able to wear with our jeans, our t-shirts and stuff like that, and make it a lifestyle, it's different, you know what I'm saying? But
that's ironic.
As a basketball player, I ain't never hooped in Jordans.
What?
I swear they never hooped them. Because some of them just not comfortable. Like me, I'm an Iverson fan. So when I did hoop, I hooped in Iverson and ones. And one was big back in the day. So you gotta look at my age bracket. So, you know, that was different for me then. But I always bought Jordans to keep them clean. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't tell them. That's a $150 shoe. You can't tell them up. Mom ain't having that. So I ain't never hooped in no Jordans.
Right, man, Jesus on the cross to get the and mess them up.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It's crazy. Like, even though it is a basketball platform, all the Jordans I have, I never. Granted, I'm buying Jordans at the time. We wearing them.
Right.
I'm not playing them though.
For sure.
I gotta keep them fresh. We ain't gonna run up and down the court. Even though that's what they made for. It's just a personal choice of mine. I'm hooping the and one shoes.
Right. You know what the joke about this is, really, when you think about it? Jordan made lifestyle shoes, and nobody bought them. He made.
Oh yeah, we know that, and it's crazy because I've been working at Finish Line. He had like the shoes, like obviously, like when you think about Nike, you think about the shoe Roshi run. Clearly, you think about Yeezy. It kind of like symbolizes that, you know, like the Yeezy 350s. So Jordan did have those, you know what I'm saying, them big, you know, foam sole shoes. And I remember he, like you said, he had them lifestyle shoes, but it was a simple fact that Jordan played in retro ones, he played in retro fives, he played in retro 12. Jordan wasn't playing in no, yeah. So it's a difference because of the fact that
he would.
So they weren't as, you know what I'm saying, notarized. Yeah, they weren't as notarized as him playing in a pair of retros or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So of course, when I'm having the lifestyles, like I said, I even thought about it. I looked at it. I play tennis, so I even thought about it. I was like, I'm just giving me a pair of Max to keep it rolling.
Okay.
Yeah. Just talking about the retro itself, I mean, like I said, I didn't really just get into the colorway, but the retro 5 is just, like I said, my number one.
So 5
is, yeah, in that for sure. But I mean, if we're gonna talk about a colorway, man, that's tough. We're gonna talk about a colorway.
Let's go to colorways later.
Going to just top 5, like I said, obviously retro 5 would be my number one. I know that's what I have the most of in my closet. Number 2, obviously the big ones. Of course, the 11s. That's number 3. Number 4, 4s. And number 5. Number 5. I said 5. I said 1s. I said 11s, 4s. Be my minus 14s. Oh, I'm tripping. Yes, 14s.
Okay.
Quite a few of those.
14 is the one that I was just cracking jokes on.
What? Cracking joke?
Yeah.
I like to revert.
He don't.
Oh, he got to go.
I sent him a picture of the lipstick ones that's getting ready to come out.
Okay.
And
what was it just recently?
Yeah. What are you talking about? What you say about the
I said it looked like. It said it looked on the side silhouette. I said this looks like a bag that ain't been cinched up yet because it looked like it's a half open bag. You know, because it's got the little peak at the front of it. I know this is gonna fall on deaf ears because y'all like Jordans. Yeah, I get it. I'm the odd man out. But I do have a question though, since you know you like the 14. I think that the 13 is the last coveted silhouette of a Jordan. I don't think it goes any higher than that.
I mean, well, you can't really say that because in the 14s you got the memorable last shot. Touche.
Alright, yeah, alright, cool. So, educate me, does it go further than 14 now? In terms of commemorative natures, and, you know, what did he do that was notable, you know?
I like the black and gold 18s. I did that.
Oh my God! Yes, the one that got the little,
yes. Recently.
Oh yes, yeah. But what was those?
Still got the Toro 14. 18, all red ones.
Was those okay? But was those memorable for as far as like something that he played in? Or like,
it was the last one he played. It was the Wizards. He
oh,
retired.
okay. Ready?
I'm not naive to the idea that what they do on the court has play outside of what sneaker culture, you know, maintains. There's a level where you could have a standard, right? The 11, the 10, the 12, you know, 14, right? You have a standard and everybody understands that's the Jordan. But then there's this other outside eclectic, like what you're talking about. So you got to school a young person on that. Right, well, person just don't watch basketball, but you got to school a young person on that to say, nah, these are the 18s. what's with those?
Right.
He did this. I promise you, in my observation of the consumer market, not 50% of them don't care. Right? They're buying it because everybody else bought it.
Right.
But now you're talking about a collector. Now you're talking about a person.
The history.
The history.
Right. Yeah.
Because they re-released like last year or the year before last, and then he dropped some other
you talking about the 18s, right?
Yeah, he dropped
that
some
was
other ways that kind of set.
That was in 2018.
Yeah.
2018. That was 2018. That was 2018. Sure. That was 20. Because I remember it was in October when the Black Flu was in the block.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
So when you talk about these joints, outside of the standard, right? When you talk about these joints, y'all thinking about buying these for you, or you thinking about selling outside of your own?
Now those, I mean, don't get me wrong, for what it has now, for the sneaker culture is, of course you would want to buy them because really it's going to be that high item because it hasn't released God knows when. Just like these Lightning 4s that just came out yesterday.
Right.
You know, so like I said, when the shoes dropped last time, like 14 years, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
That's what you meant.
Yeah.
That's
it's
what
the
you
history.
meant.
It's the history. You know what I'm saying? Just like with Cool Grades that's coming out this year. Cool Grades ain't been out since what, 2010? 2010, man, 2021. Right. It's been 11 years since the shoes dropped, you know, so.
Cool Grade 11's coming out?
We still,
Christmas
Christmas
this
this year.
Don't sleep, buddy. Don't sleep.
Going around
Don't
with that
sleep.
man.
Yes, sir.
Also, just to give you flowers, because I really appreciate this, by the way. You studied soles and heels and torsion in the shoe. That's real student stuff.
Man, they at Finish Line, when I got the job over there at 16, they had what they call, excuse my language, FU, which was Finish Line University.
All right.
And you had to do your modules in the back, and it was teaching you about the different soles, the different technology, it was Zoom of what they put inside these shoes to make people run these triathlons that they run or do these activities that they're able to do just off of simple foam and simple mesh material and making, you know, the shoe more comfortable for the consumer to wear.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like I said, it's just.
Yeah, they sell shoes.
I ain't never worked at Foot Locker. I ain't never had a Foot Locker uniform. I never had a Champs uniform or a Foot Action uniform. Okay, I'm strictly City Gift, Finish Line. Man, Wood, like I said, man. That was my first job at 16. Okay, like I said, when I was sitting in that back, yeah, they had Finish Line University. You was sitting up there, you was getting trained on your knowledge because see, when I worked at KB, you know, it's a lot of you know, athletic people out there as far as with, you know, basketball, track, football, stuff like that. You know, with all the kids out there and stuff like that. So by us working at Finish Line, you only had Finish Line and you guys over there. It was only us two in the mall. So of course, if they wasn't getting all the hot Jordans out there, you know what I'm saying? Okay, they're gonna come down here and get you some Air Max or whatever else, you know, lifestyle shoes. So it was my job. See, I wish I would have had Foot Locker. So I ain't gonna say Foot Locker's background, but I wish I would have had, you know what I'm saying, like that experience, like working, you know what I'm saying, as far as with those releases, you know what I'm saying, you know. But like I said, I was at Finish Line. You had a customer come in, instead of them picking up the retro 12s that just came out, they picking up a New Balance. What can you tell me about this New Balance that just came out? Or what can you tell me about these Air Max that just came out? You know, or these Aces. You know, you had those. You had different different clientele coming in there. Like I said, besides us as a whole, you know,
The community.
Right.
Shout out to Finish Line because that's an education that people actually probably need to consider if you're going to sell shoes. Now, how do you think that plays into the resale market now? Are you really using that?
To be honest, no.
I didn't think so.
No. I said I wanted to do something that's going to branch us off and make us different than everybody in the sneaker game. Because I mean, of course, doing sneaker shows, you know, meeting different people. Obviously, they come. You know, I just want to do some other things that, you know, people be looking forward to that actually trying to cop but they can't find it. You know, so I want to be like that one-stop shop. Like you can actually get you some shoes. Like I said, we do the keychains over here and off-white menus. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, just little accessorized stuff. I also have some sneaker candles right here too as well. You know, just some little home decor stuff. You know, you can put in your man cave or your room. You know, stuff like that. Of course, I know you bought one of my shoe lamp lights. You know what I'm saying? When I started, like I said, I did that. Like I said, got a few other things, man. Like I said, just always trying to branch out and just do different things just to keep the brain going. You know?
That's how I am with Raw Kicks. That's why I started doing the apparel and everything. everything.
Yeah.
This is like sometimes, you know, you go in there and they don't have Jordan stuff to go with what you copy.
Right.
Or they got a wall full of Jordan stuff and everybody's buying it. Like, I don't like to be like everybody. So it's like when I buy my kicks, I wait a couple months to wear them.
Right.
That way I ain't out all weekend with everybody else and they got theirs. So it's like I crossed over the same thing with the apparel too. So it's like I just, you know, I put that out there to give people another option. Still gonna be fresh, you still gonna match with it, but it ain't the same thing everybody else can have on.
Right.
So that'd be my whole thing.
So, do you like standing in line, or do you like being in reserve, just walking in and walking out? What's your preference?
Man, okay. I'm a leader, so you know I like weighing my options out, right?
Okay.
Okay, so when it comes to doing the raffle, standing in line, me personally, and clearly I know y'all picking my brain with this, but obviously I'm gonna go ahead and expose my playbook. Which I'm gonna tell you what the playbook is. Me personally, I'm not standing in no line unless I know it's for show. Okay. If I know for show it's a play, I'm gonna have some kind of intel to know, okay, go ahead, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just stand out here, you know what I'm saying? Obviously, I know it's gonna be worth my weight. It's gonna be worth the weight of my time for it. You know what I'm saying? But chasing my tail, thinking, hey, it's a play over here, and I know it ain't, that ain't me. Because I can't tell you the last time I've been somewhere and did not get what I came for.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
And see, that's my take on it too. Like, I think that's why I like the app and the raffles more.
And don't get me wrong.
Because I would be out there and I know I'm getting what I came to get versus be sitting in line 6 or 7 hours and then I get in there and they ain't got my size or I can't get it. You know, so it's like time saving wise, but like I said, I'm a little older. I reserve my time a lot better.
No, for sure.
So time saving wise, I like to know that when I'm in this line, I'm gonna get here and I'm in my shoe.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And that's what I like about the reservation. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing when you run around and you're doing your apps and stuff like that, and you're doing like the raffles. Now the raffles, as far as like when you say raffles, as far as our reservation, or we talking about raffles inside the store? What we talking about now at this point? It's a different playing field for sure.
Same question, but
because when you on that phone, you got Mary, Joe, James,
everybody
controlling the switchboard from a whole other state. Versus when you go do that in-store raffle, I already know Toy. Hey, shit, Toy, I need to holler at you. I know we got some brewing. I know you work behind the counter. I know I got a relationship with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a different entity. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to doing the app reservation on the phone or doing the in-store raffle with the tickets, I'm over here because see the way they doing this Flex account now. At first, like dude would hit before they did Flex. You know what I'm saying? Like app was hitting like this all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the time where I click on my phone at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on Friday, and I couldn't hit confirm on that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Now it's it's oversaturated with resellers now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is in it because of the fact that this silhouette right here has brought hype back to a lot to the sticker community. It has. You know what I'm saying? Because at first it was just nothing. It was all about the GR bricks. It was all about your 12s, your 2s, 4s, 5s. It was all about your GR bricks.
I was just looking at a picture. You know, your little memories come up in your phone. I bought my cousin a pair of ones. I think it was like the David Lettermans.
That was 2016. The orange one.
And some Royal Blue and black one, but I got them actually buy one get one free because they were sitting.
Yeah, sitting.
So that's what I'm saying. And this was 2017, so it's like now you can't find ones nowhere. Like even mids. I'm like, come on now. This how you know the hype.
And that's my thing. Like with mids, I don't push mids to my customers. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna say I don't wear mids. The only mids I got in my collection is my Cinco de Mayos and my hairs. Them the only 2 mids in my collection. That's it. That's all. All is bread, mid, UNC meat. If I can't have it written with Nike on my tongue, I'm done. I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
So my next question to you is this: do you feel like the Flex app is set up to help resellers? And I ask this because you gotta have points to get certain shoes.
Right.
And without them points, you don't get no shoes. So it's like it
helps
us.
See, that's where the needs come in because people are able to buy 40, 50 needs. You know what I'm saying? That helps the Flex accounts. That's why when they was doing all these restocks, when UNC ones was coming out, they had so many different restocks going on. You see all these different ones up there that you don't normally see. My thing is, bro, I said, man, where y'all at when these bricks be dropping that though? When these damn Twist 12 just
Yeah,
came out,
yeah,
you know, last
yeah.
month.
Yeah.
Where y'all was at? You know what I'm saying? Like when these bricks be coming out, where y'all be at? You know what I'm saying? This shoe right here, like I said, because of the fact that for people that don't have a steady clientele base, are able to go buy this shoe and sell it to StockX, or sell it to their bulk buyer, you know what I'm saying, or wherever this shoe is going to be going to, or maybe sell it to a customer. I know I don't sell mids to my customers.
Right.
Like I said, but if a customer calls me, hey Phil, can you get this?
Yeah.
I'll go on my way. But as far as me posting mids on my Kickz Cream page, ain't no mids on my page. You know what I'm saying? It's a customer request for me to get that for you. Other than that, my mids go to StockX. That's what my mids are. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that ain't what I wear. So I'm not gonna push it on my customer to wear that. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, mids are for kids. StockX to be there, it is a convenient tool. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna sit a bit down because I use it. I buy shoes and I sell shoes. You know what I'm saying? So it's a definitely convenient tool for a reseller to be able to have. You know, because it eliminates also like how people used to get raw for shoes, get set up to get raw for shoes. You know, that it really helps people for that. You know what I'm saying? As well too. Because like I said, you may have somebody that can't buy the shoe at $350. You know what I'm saying? But I know StockX can buy it at $350. You can sell it to StockX. Right.
So you don't really lose. So StockX or eBay?
I don't have eBay.
I sell on eBay. Like I've been selling since 2015, but I started on strictly on eBay. Like I just started doing.
I heard they finna start hitting y'all with taxes and all that kind of stuff. Like
something like that. Like right now, we're not paying any fees, and you get the money 2-day payout. They just started the authentic check.
Authenticity, okay.
Yeah, so they just started doing that. So now, but they don't wait till your shoe is checked. They give you your money 2 days after you ship off. So it's encouraging to ship it out faster. Like even with StockX, you know how you gotta ship it off within 2 days. But them, like I can do, you can take pre-orders on there and then you ship it off on release day. Like they don't give you a set time before you can find and stuff like that. So I prefer it a little better just because I've been selling with them, and like it used to give me a direct line to the customer before they started doing the authentication. And a lot of my eBay customers have been repeat customers, so they'll come back because like it used to give you your phone number, your email, all that stuff. So they'll come back and hit me up outside of eBay. So I did like for that aspect. So a lot of my day one customers that are here now either go to school with me or I met them on eBay. So, yeah.
Thank you a lot for taking the time out to show your perspective for the business side of it. Also, school us on all things Jordan in terms of moving this out of state. This is different. You know what I mean? To sit, and this is the industry that we're in. You can sit wherever you are right now and make $1 million. If you really got the hustle, you can. But the networking was totally different. You talked about that. Now you're going international. It's other businesses that you can do that way. There's other hustles you can do it that way too. That's an aspect of this I never thought about. And I really appreciate you showcasing that. Right? Just highlighting that. That was really good. I really appreciate your time.
Qualified.
Thanks.
Qualified podcast.
Yeah, let people know where to find you.
If you are looking for Kickz Creme's very own, I'm here on the north side over here, located inside of Huestens Barbershop. That's 12033 Veterans Memorial Drive. Right? Pull up, come shop, get chopped.
There you go. This is Qualified Podcast. I'm here with Phil Belichick, Kickz Cream and Raw Kicks.
Our social sites is Raw Kicks 713, and then of course on the website, rawkicks713.com.